What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you're on a fantastic day today. And today I have a West Coast Hawaii trip recap from January of 2024 for you all. I really hope each and every one of you are excited for today's video. And without any further delay, let's go ahead and get started, everybody. So here's the recap for the Hawaii West Coast trip from 2024. What a spectacular trip this was. I got a bunch of pictures to show you all here and all the flights and all of this great. Just overall, what an amazing trip this was, man. It was so much fun, had so many amazing experiences, flights, and just so many new, it was all new, which was really cool, and so many new aspects to talk about. So let's just go ahead and get started. So if you followed my Instagram, you probably saw earlier in 2024 in January, I did a really cool week trip, which involved Western California and obviously Hawaii. It was such a fun time. You can see here the routing, so I'll show you all the flights as we speak. So here are the routings for the flights. Let me go ahead and zoom in so that we can get an even better view of this. So we started here down at the bottom. Let this scroll down here with a Delta connection. Or let me just start with the objective of the trip. So obviously, and let me put my webcam back up here. I had it down there for another video. So always have wanted to visit Hawaii, always have wanted to do more LAX plane spotting in the winter, and that's exactly what this trip was surrounded by. There was so many new experiences here, and after a long time of saving up and finding the right opportunity with the right prices on flights for a good time of the year to go to Hawaii, and obviously LAX during the winter, which was it ended up being this time with some really good sales and some really good products on deals. This was the perfect time to do it, and we found some really good prices here, so we're going to take a look at those as we speak. So let's go ahead and take a look at these. And we have the first flight here, which is the Delta Connection Embraer ERJ-175 from Tulsa to Salt Lake City. That was a new route out of Tulsa for me. Really enjoyed it. Excuse me. And that was on the ERJ-175. Actually, I suppose I'll go through all the pictures first because they're really good. So I didn't get a chance to zoom all these in, so I apologize. But nevertheless, here's the ERJ-175. Really great flight on 242 Sierra Whiskey, which is on Yankee, which is actually the aircraft I flew to MSP in 2019 as well, which is really cool. So great to get the flight. Yet another registration I've already flown once in my life. So there's the Delta 175. Really fun flight. It was a beautiful flight, as you can see right here. Here's an awesome shot coming into Salt Lake City. Had a great time. Again, first time flying Tulsa, Salt Lake City, so glad to add another new segment to my catalog, and I'm really excited to hopefully fly out of every route on Tulsa. So that was really cool, and I'll show the list of flights again once we take a look at all these pictures. But overall, a great time and a great way to kick off this amazing adventure. Man, what a flight that was. Following that, we had the Delta Airlines Airbus A321 after some really fun plane spotting and infrastructure exploring at Salt Lake City. First time at SLC, and had a great time there. Now on the San Diego, first ever Delta A321. It was a great experience. Obviously, Delta is fairly expensive to fly on, so when you do get to fly on them, it's an awesome experience, and had a great time on this Airbus A321 coming into San Diego. It was a great flight. Overall, had a great experience, and the free Wi-Fi is so awesome. So many great perks and elements of the Delta 321 and all their mainline aircraft. I'm really excited to talk about those going into the future. Sorry, I just want to get the power on the laptop here, but really had a great time on Delta. They did a great job on these flights. So this was 361 Delta November, I believe. Great time in the San Diego, where we met up with Scott Becker and Plane Spotter DK on Instagram and did some awesome plane spotting. So that was super fun. Really enjoyed that, and overall had a terrific time. From there, the next day, took the Pacific Surfliner to Los Angeles, which was a blast. Pacific Surfliner is a great way to get around town. So really fun train, and certainly some really cool cars and locomotives to go with it, which then took us into Los Angeles International Airport plane spotting, where you can see here the gorgeous Lufthansa Airlines Airbus A380 landing here on runway 24 left as of right now, which is awesome to see just how great LAX in the winter is. Had a great time and excited to make so much great content regarding LAX in the winter and just in general how much fun it was. So you can certainly see from these pictures, and then there'll be so much more content to come. And check out my Instagram page for all the latest plane spotting. So I've been posting some LAX on there and many pictures from this trip. So overall, a great time on that adventure. But yeah, once again, sorry if this is a little bit rushed. I have another trip coming up, and I want to get this video out to line up with the airline collectible haul video that's coming out later today. That'll be my first episode of that. So just trying to get these lined up and running on a little bit of a time crunch, but at least wanted to get the full recap out. So if I'm rushing just a little bit, I apologize. First ever Hawaiian Airlines and first ever Airbus A330 flight the next day from the Los Angeles International Airport would take place on this beautiful Airbus A330-200 registered November 381 Hotel Alpha, my first ever Hawaiian and 330 flight with service to Kahului, Maui. What a great time this was. My longest flight ever, 5 hours. Had a great time. It was super fun. It honestly went by in a breeze, but this was in Economy Plus, which I got a really good deal on it. I think it was like $175 or equivalent, but it was just so great. You can just see how great the views were here, and the in-flight service was awesome. I don't know if I put the breakfast sandwich on here. Did I? I did not, but there was an awesome breakfast sandwich that they served. So that was super cool among so many other great elements of this flight. So I had a fantastic time. So excited to show off the trip report for that, and it was super, super fun. So again, 318 Hotel Alpha, great time, super fun, and overall just a great experience in general. So that was really, really great. From there, we arrived at in Hawaii for the first time and finally got to see the beloved army of Hawaiian Airlines aircraft. I never knew if I was ever gonna have this experience, but it was so awesome finally get to see them all. So you can see 3 717s and 4 Airbus A321neos lined up here in one frame. It really just was a surreal moment. I thought this picture was really cool to show off my first ever views in Hawaii. Here's this Alaska 737-900 just overall a great time, and you really can't express the vibe enough. And throughout all the video content, which hopefully will be coming out in the near future, it's going to be awesome to show that all, and I'm really looking forward to that. So really great vibe there, and that was super, super fun. The next day, after spending some time in Kahului, the plan was to fly my first ever Cessna Caravan on McCauley Airlines with service to Kona to check out the Big Island and then come back on a Hawaiian 717. But unfortunately, due to heavy rain, McCauley got way backed up, and the flight ended up the 717 ended up landing before my flight left. So this is my flight leaving 4 hours late. So I just thought it was funny that I had a snap of it. But nevertheless, unfortunately, I had to forfeit those plans to line up with future plans, as we're going to see right here, which is this Hawaiian Airlines Boeing 717-200. Great to finally get to fly Hawaiian 717s. I thoroughly enjoyed it, with service over to Lahui, which was so awesome. So you can see here, 491 Hotel Alpha. What a gorgeous plane. I think I flew, I got a shot of 485 of Honolulu. I can't remember if I flew, I think I flew 485. We'll get all the regs here in a moment. 491 was the first one. Great time. And again, I wanted to do the Caravan so bad, but I'll do that again here in the future. But luckily, we do get to make up the 717 flights, as you'll see shortly. So here we are on approach to Lahui, which we finally found some sunshine, which was super nice. So you can see here, this is from the helicopter ride with Island Helicopters. What an awesome time that was. Here's their helicopter that we got to do a flight in. Absolutely loved it. Had a great time. The Garden Island is so pretty, and the videos and pictures really don't do it justice, but I'll do my best to make it as real as possible in the video. It was so much fun. You can just see incredible views of waterfalls, just the green in Hawaii is so much different. It's not like the green, when it turns spring in the United States. It's just a whole new vibe of green. And this picture I thought really illustrated that. So this was really cool to get the capture, and you'll see so much more of this and much more going into the future. So this is a completely raw picture. This is not edited, period. So you can tell by the blue backdrop how it's pretty normal. So this was just so nice, and you're going to get to see much more of this coming up. But awesome job by Island Helicopters, and flying the Hawaiian 717 was just so much fun all in one day. It's so great. So it gets even better than that, though, because next up we have the next Hawaiian 717, which was the same one in that picture, 485 Hotel Alpha. I knew it came up again, from service from Lahui to Honolulu, which was so awesome. Had a great time. Just a vibe hopping these islands, such a short distance, but it was just so much fun. So that was absolutely awesome. Followed by Honolulu plane spotting the next day, and finally getting to capture the ANA Airbus A380 with the special livery on it. What a vibe that was, man. So awesome to get to capture this 381 Alpha. Honolulu plane spotting is real tough, but luckily was able to improvise and come up with a really good spot here. Very fortunate. It was super great. Can't ask for any more. That was so much fun. You can just see how great this looks. So excited to share this picture and many more coming up. So just what a vibe, and that was super awesome. So had an absolute blast doing that right there. That was super great. And then from there, what I ended up doing to make up the Cessna Caravan and other Hawaiian 717 flight, I actually was able to do a turn to Kona, which was really cool, to make up for it on Thursday morning, really early in the morning. And it was kind of funny because I didn't know whether I would be able to get enough sleep to, we had a long day ahead and a much more important flight later in the day to obviously get back to U.S. mainland. So I didn't know whether I was going to be able to sleep long enough to make this flight, but naturally it was up by 5, and I was like, yes, we're doing this. So Hawaiian Airlines Boeing 717-200 flight. I need to double check the reg. I'm pretty sure it's 478 on this one, somewhere in there, or 481, or one of those. We'll find it here in a second. But anyways, flying from Honolulu to Kona, great time. And I want to get the Big Island in. That was another objective, and luckily I was able to do that, and these 717s were just so much fun. I think I have another shot of the wing right here. Yes, just look at that. Oh, it was so much fun. But anyways, really nice short hop to Kona, which was absolutely awesome. Had a great time doing that. That was an absolute blast. So that was super, super nice right there, as you can see. So beautiful views. And then welcome to Kona. Beautiful views here. This is the Big Island, of course. And Kona was an absolute blast. So had so much fun getting to check out the Big Island. The airport's so cool. It's open air. I'll do a full video on it. It is really, really sweet. So had a great time doing that. And that was an absolute blast. And then from there, 478 Hotel Alpha back over to the US mainland. Or not quite. That's the next flight. Back over to Honolulu, which was a bunch of fun. You can see how great the lighting got right there, and just so much fun. I'm just reliving it in my brain right now. It's so much fun. And they even invited me into the cockpit, which was so much fun. So here I am in 478's cockpit right here. Really cool. Awesome flight attendants. So many great memories. And you'll see the memorabilia side of that coming in the airline collectible haul video here in a little bit later today. So looking forward to that. And just, man, so much fun. What a vibe that was. Finally got to sit in the 717 cockpit and just an MD cockpit again in general for the first time in forever. So just great vibe and had a great time with that. So that was really, really fun. And you can just see how cool the cockpit is back here with the panel. And I got nice videos of this, so I'll be sure to make more videos regarding this and the Hawaiian 717 flights and so much more. So I'm looking very forward to all that, and it's going to be super, super fun. So that's awesome. Here's another picture of 478. And I'll go ahead and get that reg real quick, that 717. It was 495. That was it. 495 from Honolulu to Kona. So really great time. That was super, super great. So absolutely loved that. Came in the A15 later on. This is the same area we were just looking at. So really cool to get to go to Kona and do that. That was awesome. So worth the money, even though it was a little bit more expensive at this point in the process. Worth every moment. So glad I naturally woke up for that. That was awesome. So, man, that was great. And they got to hang out with the ANA A380 for a little bit, the orange one at the gate. That was, what a vibe, man. I just remember the Honolulu airport's also kind of open air, so connecting to concourses, it's open, so you can get this, the sun peeks in, and it's so nice, and the wind blows through. So what a perfect day it was, and had an awesome time. That was so great. So to get to hang out, you can go in between the concourses, and the double glass isn't that bad. So got to hang out right next to the A380. That was so cool. And then our ride back to the U.S. mainland was this Delta Airlines Boeing 767-300ER, first ever 767. Had a great time and got super lucky that this ended up being a flex seat. So on international flights, they use the seats I'm about to show you here as premium economy, but on domestic flights they sell them as comfort plus. So for $40 additional, I did comfort anyways, and it ended up being a premium economy seat. So how awesome is that? Here's that beautiful view from that seat. That is picture perfect with all those Hawaiians in Southwest. That was so freaking awesome. So had an absolute blast with that, and that was so great. And then I guess I didn't get a picture of the seat on here. I apologize, but nevertheless, there's a premium economy seat, so that was super fun. And here is the aerial photography section right here that we did once we got back to Los Angeles on Friday. That was super fun. Really enjoyed that. It was so great, man. So much fun. I think I have a picture of it right here. So look at that view, man. That was absolutely awesome. The Antonov down here in the corner, all the concourses. Again, really great time. Had so much fun and really awesome. So that was absolutely fantastic. Really enjoyed that. So just take a look at that in the R44 from JJ Helicopters. That was so much fun. Here's that helicopter once again. Again, sorry I'm rushing. I'm unfortunately out of time, so I'm going to make this real quick. But again, we'll have a more elaborate content. I just wanted to do at least some sort of formal recap to get this video put together. Then going home with Planespotter DK, we had United Airlines 737-300 and Economy Plus from Los Angeles to Las Vegas. Great flight. Had a great time. Awesome to get back on the 753 again. Then 737-800 with the Go Dogs here in the picture from Las Vegas to Denver. So awesome to get that segment back in again after I did the Spirit one. And then United Airbus A319 flying home from Denver to Tulsa. Great times, great spotting. Again, I'll share all of this in the content, and just keep your eyes on Instagram as more of that will be coming out. I do want to show all the flights here real quick if you're interested in the information. So 242 Tulsa to Salt Lake City right there. 17A, 361 Delta November, 38 Airbus E321, 381 Hotel Alpha Los Angeles to Kahului, 16J. Hawaiian 249, 491 Hotel Alpha, Kahului to Lahui right here, 24A. And then we had the Island helicopter flight right here with 251 Hotel. Then Hawaiian Airlines 374, 485 from Lahui to Honolulu, 9F. Unfortunately, they didn't, for whatever reason, I had to change my flights over the phone, and they didn't get me back in the 24A when I called to change it. So they got me 9F. So it's a window. It worked. But luckily, back into the good seats here for the Kona turn on 495 Hotel Alpha and 478 Hotel Alpha, 138 and 157 respectively, 23F and 23 and 24F. Awesome time. Got some great time at Kona, so you'll see coming up. All of that content. Delta 763 197 Delta November, and got an aerial photography picture this next day. Excuse me. That was so cool. That needs to be changed to premium economy. And then we had the helicopter right here at Torrance Airport for the aerial photography session, over an hour. That was so fun. The Robin 44, really, really great. And then here's the last 3 flights. United 753, 57863 from Los Angeles to Las Vegas. So great. And then the 738 right here, 4659 737 25A, and lastly 872 Uniform Alpha Delta United A319 from Denver to Tulsa. Had a great time. It was so much fun. Enjoyed every minute of it so much. And again, keep your eyes on Instagram, as I'll be posting more content. Hope to do a story highlight as well, so all of you can see this in its full detail. But amazing time. Can't recommend those regions enough. It was so much fun. Had an absolute blast, and man, what a vibe it was. So much fun. So excited to share more on it, and I might even do another, like a full reflection video once it sinks in a little bit more. But I at least want to get a video go with the Airline Collectible Show video, so that everybody that was wondering, lining it up, there was, I wanted to show all that. So apologies I wasn't able to go into more stories and so on and so forth, but it was so much fun. I know I've said that like 15 times, but it really was. Hawaii is a very majestic place, to say the least. Very unique, very green. It's a great plane spot to be done. They have military there as well, so I'm excited to share a bunch of that, and overall just so much. So with all that being said, everybody, that'll do it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. My name is Redriveraviation. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust process. Do what you love and love what you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon, as Redriveraviation is signing off.